Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back. And today we're going to be working a bit more in this wedding booklet folio thingy to put my photographs in. So it's not perfect, but I do have something folded up into a nice manageable size, and I've just wrapped this bit of ribbon around it, which was actually from Jenny's wedding. I've got a few bits of this that they were handing out when they took the ribbon off all the flowers that were dotted around the venue. So I nabbed a few, thinking I could use them, and certainly it'd be quite good to wrap around with. So yeah, so I've managed to finish the construction. I mean, it's not absolutely perfectly laying flat, but it's not bad, and I'm happy with that. Let's see how it looks. I haven't opened it since I made the last video, so I was just hoping to get it all folded in and seeing how it would hold. See if there's anything needs any extra help. So I don't know quite where we got to last time. I know we'd done some of the lining. I don't know if I've done the last bit. Did I do this bit with you guys? I'm not sure. So yeah, some bits sticking up here. Because what I thought I might do is put some paper on the joins. I'm not sure how good an idea that was. So they need re-gluing, I think, that one where it folds, because I wanted it to go right over the join, but I'd already put this piece here, so I thought I'd just butt it up against it, but I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do. So I have to see if I can get the glue to hold it. Another shot at it and see. Otherwise I have to put some more over the top just to make sure it stays flat, because that's ugly. Let's see if I can just do that. So I did take another piece of the Stamperia paper just to line this one. Let's just leave that for a bit to make sure it's properly grabbed, and then I'll try folding it again later. So I've got that. So I think for today I want to finish covering the backgrounds, so we'll probably do the outside now. So I think we've covered the inside here and that piece there, and then we've got this piece. And it goes on for some time, doesn't it? So it'll be nice to be able to stick pictures all over this. And then I think I've added another piece of Stamperia paper here. So whether you've seen me do any of this, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think you saw me finish this bit, because I ended up cutting this quite well down to make it all fold in nicely. And I've also tried to pull in all these pockets, make them fold right in rather than having them sticking out, but I'm not sure how successful that was. I'm trying. So yeah, we've got this really long thing now. This bit's sticking up a little bit. I need to put a bit more glue there, and I think we'll turn it over and decorate the outside. And I'm going to use the LianaScrap digital papers for that, just because I think for the outside they will look nice, and maybe they will fold better and hold better on the folds. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try that. Okay, so I feel like I'm going to want to cover this join, but I'm not quite sure yet what with. Maybe I'll just put lace along some of these bits to cover up some of these joins, so we will see when we come to decorating this. So I will be using lace to decorate, of course, and we'll cover all these pockets probably in the last video. We'll see how we get on today, but for the moment I want to just turn the whole thing over. Oh, I hardly dare to bend this bit. I'll turn it over and face that side. and we'll just work our way along, I think. It's so huge, this thing now. When it's all opened out, it's enormous, but that's good because it gives me lots of places to, and I've got 2 weddings to put the photos in from, and I will be adding probably more tuck-in spots as well. So I've got my, well, I have 2 of these flaps, and I have got a spare one if I want to cut that up and use it, but I quite like these to be side tucks. I think they all look quite good. I'll probably cut this little fold off. I don't think I need them to be a bit sticking up like that. So yeah. Right, so let's just start covering, I think. Now I've got my lovely lacy papers here. They're all gorgeous, so I'll just pull some out. Some of them I think are printed on slightly thicker paper. I'm not sure which ones they are. I did some on thick paper and then some on normal copy paper. And I'm wondering if the ones on thick paper would be quite good to use, if I can work out which ones they are. That one feels thicker. Maybe these are the ones at the back. Okay, maybe that one. It's not a lot thicker. I think it's 120 instead of 80. But, oh, that's very white. I don't know if I want it quite as white as that. Yeah, I think maybe these ones. So I might use those just because it's just a little bit thicker and sturdier. And we'll see. So I think before we start, I'm just going to pause the camera for a moment and just take off all these edges, because it just takes up too much time in the video just to start trimming all these edges off, and then we can just go straight for it. I think I'll probably have to glue them that way around because they're not wide enough to do it that way. So I'll be back. I'm just going to take all the edges off. Nothing you really need to, or I'm sure nothing you particularly want to watch, and I'll be back immediately after I've done that. Right, so that's all done. I've just taken all the edges off. I have just bought myself a new printer. I've had my other one quite a long time, number of years, and it's just been driving me up the wall lately because it keeps jamming. The ink cartridges keep jamming, and you know, especially if I want to print several, like a whole kit or something, so I want to print like maybe 20 odd pages one after the other, it only goes so far and then it jams. And it's been doing it a lot, so in the end I thought I'll blow this. I've had enough. I've had it for a long time, and I ordered a new one, and it wasn't very expensive, but it's the same make. I do like HP, so I should be able to carry on getting my ink cartridge subscription, because it certainly says it's part of the same deal. And it does say in the blurb that it prints borderless, so fingers crossed I might not have all this faffing about cutting bits off when I set it up. I'm hoping to set it up this weekend and see how it works. But let's get started on this in the meantime. That's just a by-the-by, really. Just to kind of hopefully save us doing all that every time. But my hopes are not that high that it'll actually work, but you never know. So I really love this piece, so I'm just going to start and just work my way along. I think that's the best thing to do. Trying to cut it to size. I think I want it to go, I mean, this is quite a lumpy sort of a join, so I'll have to see how it goes. I might just glue so far and then just glue that bit sort of separately to make sure it actually grips the whole bit all the way around, and then finish the rest. So in the meantime, I think what I'll do first of all is fold it up into the right, roughly into the right place so that I can cut it. So, shall I think I might be best to use my trimmer. that folding it's probably not the right thing to do. I think next time I'll use my pencil to mark it. Then you've got to make sure you get it exactly on the fold or just inside the fold. Otherwise you get a funny little kink at the edge, don't you? So yeah, that's okay. So I think no, I've got to do it that way, haven't I? No, not that way. That way. Because I like this edge. So I'm going to put the glue on the background on here and only glue up to here, and then I'm going to glue it specifically over this little folded place because, as I say, it's a bit of a ridge, so I want to make sure it glues properly. And it's not, for some reason, not up to the edge here, so I'll have to it's possible that the going over this join has just sent it slightly off course at the top here, but I will overlap, so I'll make sure that that bit's covered where I've... Okay, so let's just leave that for the moment. Okay, let's look at the next bit. So this is again another quite a deep part that's folded around. So I've got to treat that carefully too. I'm not sure I've got enough of the paper on the thicker. Although I have got this bit already done, haven't I? I wonder if that... No, I will need to do... I should probably overlap that a little bit as well, so there, or there, or like that bit there. In fact, I'll overlap it a bit. We'll probably put something there anyway, so hopefully it won't notice that it's not quite covered for just a small bit at the top. Okay. I'm going to make sure I go right there. And let's see how that looks. Okay. I think I was going to put that one there, wasn't I? Okay. Again, I think I'm going to do it section at a time to make sure I get around this bend properly. the old background is disappearing nicely, and it's all looking really pretty. Okay, and so I don't think, no, none of my pieces that I've cut off are going to fit. So, oh, it might work for the, I wonder if I can use, no, I want to use the Stamperia paper for all the flaps and the decorative bits afterwards. So, I just need a short section here. Which one would go best? Because it's got to go kind of with that. Oh, that would look good, wouldn't it? It would look like it's just another piece of lace on there. Okay, so we'll do that, and we'll just overlap it a little bit. Pencil. So I will cut it there. Right. No, not that one. That's not going to work for the full length. There may need to be a little trimming. Afterwards I can see there's some bits that are sticking over a little bit. I think it's just because the background is quite uneven, the way it's folded up and things, so we'll do some trimming if we need to. Right, so I've got this piece. I was going to try and move all this along now. It's quite tricky on my desk. Because all the flaps are catching on things as well. So yeah, somewhere under here. Yeah, it's catching on the edge of the mat. Right, so let me just check if it's still in. You can still see what I'm doing. Kinda. Just turn it up, move it up a little bit. Yep, that's not too bad. Right. Okay. So we've got this piece we could put here, and then we'd have another piece going over that join. Yeah. I think I'll do it that way. Yep. Okay. Okay, next piece. So we're nearly there. And that's another one with a join. So we need to make sure that's nice and sturdy. We've got this piece, that's quite nice. Will that go over the whole thing? Yes, it will. That's nice. Yeah, I like that. So let's just measure where that needs to go. Nope, that's not right. Slip down. It's going to be short if I cut it there. It happens to me all the time. I always seem to cut things slightly short. Let's go back to drawing board. Let's do that again. Make sure it's properly up to the top here. So I did a quick swap-a-roo in the middle of that. Went and got my PVA glue, because Rich has been borrowing it for the decorating, sticking bits of wallpaper down and stuff. It's not using it to all the wallpaper, of course, but just for odd bits that have come up. And so I had to go and retrieve that, because I thought it was a bit daft using this little bottle of art glitter glue when I've got this big bottle of PVA glue. That would make more sense on these bigger pieces. Okay, yeah, well, it should be fine, because I've forgotten about this middle section here where I'd already decorated it. So, and I will cover this up because it's been glued down with some paper on the other side, but I think it could do with something on this side as well. And until I know where it's going to lie in the general, I'll be right at the back, and I might just put something decorative over it. Right, and this last little section here. Right, so really starting to get caught on things over there. One last little bit, and we've got one more piece of paper to use, so that's just perfect, isn't it? And we're going to use that there. I think. Or should I use that there? It's hard to choose which side because they're so pretty. I don't know which bit I want to cut off. No, I think I like the other side, I think. I like this bit. I really need to overlap it quite as much as that. Yep, okay. Let's just check I'm not overlapping it there. Where's the join? It's there. So I won't go right up to the join, otherwise that would be asking for trouble. Sure I can see it. And while I'm at it, I might as well mark the bottom edge as well. Okay. That should do it. Have I gone too far? Oh yes I have. I don't know, why did I mark it where I did? That was the wrong place. I needed it to be about there. Oh dear. Oh, I can see I did make a mark there, but I must have got it mixed up with something, a mark on the paper, and cut it in the wrong place. Never mind. Never mind. It's only paper. Right, so I'm going to let them dry, give it just a few minutes, and then I'll come back and we will fold it up and see how it looks now it's all covered. Okay, I'm back. I almost forgot to come back. I sat down starting to do some fussy cutting and watching a video, and I thought, I better get back and finish my video that I'm making and not sit watching somebody else's too long. Right, so this should all be nice and dry now. So I've just got to remember how I folded it, and whether it will actually all fold in nicely. I can hear it sort of cracking as I'm starting to try and fold it up. So let's just get the bone folder in to see if we can. No, I think that goes actually. I think that goes in. Does it go that way? I'm trying to remember now. Let's fold the bits I know. That goes. No. Let's turn it up this way. We might be able to figure it out better this way. I think we're upside down. Not that I think it matters an awful lot. So that comes in. Yeah, this one I know. I think I've got it around the wrong way from where I had it before, so I think I'll confuse myself having it folded. Oh, do excuse me. I'm still coughing. Yes, I think this comes in like that. And then it folds over like that. And it's resisting a bit, so we'll need to really give it lots of encouragement to fold flat. Which is not surprising considering the layers of paper I've added now. And then that, I think, comes in like that. Does that make sense? Yes, I think that's right. Okay, let's reinforce these folds. I think we'll need to do a bit of work getting these folds to stay flat, but we'll keep on working at it. It'll get there. Just training the paper, isn't it? So like this one is resisting. Give it a good old press down. Okay. This is always going to be a bit tricky. And then we'll do the other one. It's coming in like that. And once it's folded, I'll be able to see where I can put tucks and pockets if I'm going to put any extra ones, and also then we'll be able to decorate, cover some of these joins and things like that. So then this one comes in into the middle here. Okay. We've got these, and then this one will go like that. I think, actually, before I had this one underneath and this one on top. I'm not sure if that's actually going to work as well now. Maybe it works better this way. Yeah, that was always at the back, so that's still right. There we are. And I think if we, once we've tied the ribbon round, that'll hold that together quite well. I mean, it's not perfect. Of course it's not perfect. But which is just something for me. And perfection is never on my radar, really. But good enough, I think it's what we're aiming for. And see if there's any bits of paper that are just sticking out that need to be trimmed. Not really, not too bad. Look on the other side, see if there's any bits that need not far off being about right on the paper, I think. A little bit there that I think needs a little trim, just there. Right. Okay. So we're doing okay. So it is folding. Resisting, but it's getting there. Going like that, and we go like that. Yes. Yeah, love that front. Love that on the front, so I'm really pleased that's turned out that way. So yeah, lovely. Okay. So let's see what we can do about... So I think I'd like another tuck spot on here, but I want to get rid of this flap. And I'm just going to cut it inside the fold. And as ever, there goes my phone. Oh, I'm a shock off remembering to turn the sound off, but I better just check because we are meant to be going to Hannah's this morning. Oh, not this morning, but lunchtime. In a couple of hours. We're going for barbecue for George's birthday. That could be her checking something with us, I'm not sure. Oh, I've got a bit of a line there, so I might need to put something there, and I want to just trim off these corners. Where they're rounded. Right. Now, where did it go? Oh, there it is. So if I were to put that right on the edge there, how would that impact? I think it'd be okay. What's another layer? And I've got all these, so I just think it would be quite nice to have another one. So I'm going to, I shall cover it, I think, with some of the, where are we? Some of the nice scrapbook papers. So I think I'm done with the Lace Delight for now. Let's see what we've got. Got lots of small pieces or strips which I could use. I've got this piece. They won't all be long enough, but these pieces are a bit small, but they'll be good for the pockets. Where's my... Let's get this piece out to make sure we get something that's long enough. That might just work. Let's see where it's got to go. And I have all these all these lovely fussy cuts I can use as well for decorative purposes later on. Got any other pieces that I could have a look at that are big enough? There's that one. Obviously I can cut into some whole pieces, I've got plenty of those, but if I can use a piece that I already have, that would be even better, really. A lot of these are quite small. Okay. I have got this pad that I haven't cut in too much of yet. I do like that one, so maybe I might use that for something as well. What's on the back of these? More journal cards. Oh, that's pretty. Right, okay. Okay, I'll remember that. But it's got to go on the back, on here, so I want it to look nice on there. I think I'll turn it around again. Have I turned it around again? I'm sure this was on the other side to start with. Maybe that's... Hang on, I've got to turn that in and that in like that. Like that. And that one comes in like that and like that. Yeah, that was how I had it. Although I do really like this one on the outside. Maybe I'll go in one more. Would that work? And then go around like that. No, I think I like this way. Turning it all around. I know originally, I don't think it matters because none of it's directional, at least not yet. And I love that on the front. So I think that may be the way I'm going to go. Okay. I can do whatever I like, really, can't I? Okay, let's go back to what I was doing. Just because I suddenly realised that I had originally had this on the other side. But I don't think that works so well for me. So that bit goes really well with that. It's a shame in a way to cut into a whole piece, but the colour of this doesn't work as well because it's from a different pad. Where she's come from. So I've got that. That just doesn't look so nice there. Or that. That's not bad. Obviously I've actually got more of that. If I did it that way round, how would that look? That would look quite good actually, because it would kind of blend in quite well, but it's actually the other way around. So, I quite like that. Where's my flap? So if I put that there, yes. I quite like that. I want to take off the brown outer edge though. Okay. Got that. Keep losing my flap. Where is it? There it is. So if I had that there, how much of my bow am I going to lose? So I do it over the top, I'll be able to see. That would be a shame. So no, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to lose that. I might use it for a pocket, like a lovely pocket. So plan B is this piece because that can be decorated up afterwards. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And glue that onto here. Try using the PVA, should be strong enough. Oh, that wasn't very clever, was it? I thought I had that on the plain side. Oh, I've still cut it in the wrong... I meant to cut it down this side. I was thrown out by this being not on the same side as that. I thought they were on the same side. Oh well, never mind. I shall have to cover it all anyway with lace or something. It's a bit annoying. Oh well, I'll make a feature of it. make a virtue out of a mistake. It's the best thing you can do, really, isn't it? Anyway, some of that's going to have to get cut off, I think. Yeah, I'm going to have to round those corners so it fits into the corner. Does that make it better? Give it better? Yes, it does. Right, so that one there. I've just realised I've got my fan facing the wrong way. It's a really hot day again today. We haven't had many hot days. In fact, we've had maybe half a dozen, if that, of really hot days. This is probably the last one for a little while. We've only had like a little 3-day heat wave. So, but today's the hottest of the 3, so I've got my fan going. But I got it facing the wrong way because it was facing the way I was sitting while I was waiting for this to dry. Oh, that's a bit better. Right, just going to glue this on. Bring it in just a little tiny slither from the edge. And probably wrap around some lace here anyway. So that's that one. And then we could cover these two. Shame the bow is right in the middle. No, I think I'll have to use the same paper as this, I think. So this time I think I might use the piece with this lovely rose on it. So just mark roughly where I have to cut it. So that there. And there. Is it going to fit? Of course it's not. Not quite, it's just a bit too big. Use the other one. I'll have to line it up at the top because it's not straight at the bottom. Okay. So it's that way. No, I've not measured that right. Oh yes I have. Just looking at the wrong spot. I keep doing that. I keep seeing the wrong little mark. The mark that's part of the paper, not the one I've made. So yeah, there's the mark I've made. Right, so I just had to change my battery. So while I did, I just cut this piece to size as well. And I'm just going to glue them on, and then I'll cut round the shape to keep the shape, and then we'll glue them. We'll glue them closed as well. So I think I'll put the glue on the flap. I mean, they're not going to stay as flaps. They're going to be pockets. And I'm going to try. Ooh, perhaps I haven't made that long enough if I've I'm going to flatten that down. It's not going to work. Well, I could put some lace along there or something, just to keep it nice and flat. Didn't think of that, did I, when I was measuring? So maybe I'll put the lace at the top. I can put the paper on the bottom to make it stay flatter. That would be better than trying to do it with lace. And then I've just got, I could always trim this little tiny bit off here, couldn't I? Okay, so I think that's okay, and then I'll just trim around these edges because they're shaped. I like the shaped pocket, it makes it fit better anyway. They're kind of, what do you call it? Mitered. They're kind of mitered, aren't they? So I might just take a tiny piece off the top here where the paper's not quite covered. That's it. Barely notice it's not completely straight. And then I'll glue it down. Okay, there's one pocket. And you can see how this is going to look. It's going to be really pretty. Eventually, turn it all around and work on this pocket here. We'll do the same. Make sure it's nice and flattened down. Glue that on. So I shall do the same again. Right, so both the pockets are now glued and covered. I did have to just bring this one in just a little bit more. It was a bit tricky with the double layer of thick card because they were, you know, the scrapbook paper plus the card underneath. It was quite tricky to cut, but I just felt it was a bit close to this join. For some reason it was closer than this one. So I pulled that in a little bit. You doesn't really notice, but it just means that we've got, and then I can see how this will look. So I can then just pop some photographs in like that. It's quite tight, but then they're not very thick. They just they just pop out like that. And we can also do the same. Not quite sure how I shall use this one, but more photographs can go up there, upside down. Or I might just put them in with the, like that maybe. That's not going to look great, so we'll see. And obviously we've got some to go in here. Yeah, so it's coming along. What I might do, I mean, I'm going to continue just covering these flaps. I've got 6 more flaps to do, so I'll do them off camera because you've seen the process. Because I want to come back next time and start decorating the pockets, adding lace, making it really look lovely. And I don't want to do more than 3 videos on this. So I will leave it there. I think it's really coming together nicely. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.